What's up, guys? Kyle here with Crypto Theory. All right, I have a confession to make. As you can probably tell by the title of this video, I am now officially a crypto degenerate. No, I'm just kidding. Not officially. I have been for a while at this point. No, I'm just joking. But in all seriousness, yes, I did buy some Shiba Inu, okay? Anybody that watched my video the other night, it was an initial reaction video, okay? And obviously, it was the first time I'd ever seen this project. People were talking about it like crazy. It had a ton of hype behind it. I took a look at it, and, during the video, I basically said, if you think you can make money on it, then, again, not professional financial advice. None of this ever is. But if you think you can make money on it, then maybe it's worth, taking a look at. However, be very, very cautious with meme cryptos like this right here. They can rise they can fall just as fast as they rise. Well, this thing right here has had a meteoric rise. And after having a chance to look into it a little bit more, and we're going to cover what it is here in just a second, and then ultimately talk about why I did what I did. After looking into it a little bit more, you know what? There's a little bit more substance there, at least, than, say, something like Doge, okay? And if Doge can rise to the point where it has, which is defying all logic right now to anybody, who knows? You know what? I want at least a little bit of exposure. Now, before we get too carried away, it's not like I remortgaged the house for this or anything like that. I mean, I own a few million of them. I think it cost me like $100. I wanted a little bit of exposure. Like I said, I'm typically conservative with these type of things right here. However, I want to have a little bit of fun and do some fun math right here, because take a look at this, guys. If I would have bought into this 30 days ago, and this is based on where it's at right now, not where it ultimately went to, okay? It's on a massive correction. We're going to talk about what caused that correction right now. This number right here is based on where it's at currently. Let's just say, I put $100 into it, and let's figure out 12,932%. Yeah, I believe my math is right on that. Correct me if I'm wrong, but $100 investment on that today, from the last 30 days to today, $100 into that would have been 12,000% gains. Okay. Absolutely incredible. Okay, so again, that's the power of some of these things right here. When they start pumping, $100 into it is all you need to really make some significant gains. I mean, obviously 12 grand isn't going to be life-changing by any means. However, that's a pretty nice return on your investment. What could you do with an extra 12, 13 grand? For me, I'd probably take that and then put that into something like Bitcoin or Ethereum, something that's a little bit more, in my opinion, stable and, not a guarantee, but as close as you can get in crypto. So, think about that for a second. And, for me, I mean, you guys know, I always say, don't spend what you can't afford to lose, and, invest wisely. Don't put a huge percentage of your portfolio into something like this. But if you have the funds to be able to do it, I could have put a lot more than $100 into this if I wanted to, but I typically, in projects like this where you just don't know, it's a shot in the dark, you don't want, for me, I don't want to go too deep on it. But what ultimately made me change my mind on this and invest in it? Well, let's take a look at their website right here. I mean, you can see decentralized meme tokens that grew into a vibrant ecosystem. Okay, so it's an experiment in decentralized spontaneous community building. So basically, they have their, I guess I would call it their flagship product right here with the Shiba swap. Okay, very similar to 1inch, Sushi Swap, Uniswap, all those type of things right there. And it's really, really interesting because this actually has a little, I would say, a more of a use case than what Dogecoin has. Okay, Dogecoin obviously rising as far as they have. It's been incredible to watch. However, something like this I think actually has more of a use case solely based on the fact that it already is building this ecosystem right here. And they have a lot more other stuff coming. Fun tokens, artist incubator. I mean, lots of stuff that's going on with it. But it's already become something where it does have more of a use case than Dogecoin does. Now, the other thing is Doge is inflationary, okay? The supply is continuously always going up, whereas Shiba is actually deflationary, okay? So that's another interesting point right there, where I think ultimately this right here has the upper hand and has the opportunity to potentially surpass what Doge is doing, or at least maybe get to that point. Now, again, guys, not professional financial advice. This is all very, very speculative, but if it was to be able to do this, hey, who knows? Now, something else I really want to talk about, and as I dug into it further, I don't know that we talked about it on the video the other night. However, take a look at this, okay? I found this very, very interesting. Look where you can pick this up on some of the biggest exchanges in the world, okay? Binance, Huobi, OKX, KuCoin. I mean, guys, legit exchanges, some of the biggest exchanges out there. Obviously, you've got Uniswap on there for the DEX and everything. So Lots of different options. Very, very liquid asset right here. So easy to be able to get your hands on. And look at the 24-hour volume still. I mean, the 24-hour volume on this thing is absolutely ripping right now. Let's take a look at it up here. So, yeah, I mean, almost 6 billion in 24-hour volume. So, I mean, this thing is absolutely ripping right along. And, you know, for anybody that's like, well, why would you have bought it when you bought it? Well, I didn't buy it at the height of it. I waited until it dipped down. I mean, obviously, again, we talk about not buying it when it's a sea of green, buy it when it's red. Well, this thing, guys, this thing dropped like a rock there for a day or two, and that's when I decided to get in. I probably got in a little bit above, probably actually about the price that we're at right now, yeah, pretty much on the way down, because I knew we were going to get to the bottom at some point. I don't remember the exact price, but it was close to where we're at right now. So why did I ultimately do that? Well, I realized that the dump was only created because of this right here. Okay, Ethereum creator Vitalik Buterin donated cryptocurrency worth 1.5 billion to several nonprofit organizations, including 1 billion to COVID-19 relief in India. Okay, a big portion of that was 50 trillion Shiba Inu. Okay, anybody that didn't know, basically half of the total supply was burned to him, okay, as they were the first project following this path, okay. Shiba, for anybody that doesn't know, is an Ethereum project, okay, and that's one of the other things that makes me very bullish on this project, something that I kind of skipped over last time when we were talking about this when I was doing the initial reaction, and I missed that before. But it is an Ethereum-based project, which you guys know I'm very bullish on Ethereum as it is. And most of the projects built on their blockchain, I'm going to be very bullish on as well because of the fact that they are associated with Ethereum. Okay, so that part of it's really cool. One last thing I want to cover, and it's going to be easier to do it because CoinMarketCap has not given these guys a market cap. CoinGecko, I mean, let me pull up CoinMarketCap real quick. All right, so on CoinMarketCap, they're giving them a overall market cap of 8 billion, basically. Let's take a look where Doge is right now, because I want to kind of point out Doge right now is 61 billion, okay? So this thing, just to catch up to where Doge is, and Doge has proven that it is possible for a meme crypto like this to be able to pump really, really hard and get into, you know, top 10, top 5 project. To get to where Doge is, you know, it still has significant room to be able to grow. So from my standpoint, do I think that it's going to absolutely just, you know, crush where Doge is right now? No, I don't, you know, I don't necessarily think that that's going to happen. However, excuse me, as this market grows, as Bitcoin and Ethereum continue to keep ascending, we've seen Bitcoin over 1 trillion market cap before. We've seen Ethereum well over 500 million, okay, or billion, I'm sorry. So as this market grows, there's going to still be more space for things like Dogecoin to be able to grow, but also something like potentially a Shiba if it just absolutely continues to moon and skyrocket. Who knows? I mean, the sky could be the limit. Obviously, guys, again, this is not professional financial advice. This is very, very speculative. This is something that was, you know what? It's a shot in the dark. It's just like those low cap gems that we talk about. Okay, it's, you know what? We're throwing darts. It could be a home run, and we could make some really significant gains on this and make some really, really nice gains. You know, it could go to zero. Maybe we missed the boat on it. Maybe we bought too high. Who knows? You know what? For me, the risk was worth it because, you know, I'm probably not going to see those 12,000, 13,000% gains on it. But you know what? I'd be really happy if, you know what, if we get a sizable gain on it. I'm as happy as can be on that. So, you know what? It furthers my investment. And then ultimately, what would I do if I got gains out of it? You know what? If I get a nice, you know, if this thing gets a nice pump and I make, you know what, at least a little bit of money on it, that's just more money. I can go buy more Bitcoin, more Ethereum, more anything like that. Or it gives you more to be able to just put into some of these other speculative ones and maybe potentially increase your gain somewhere else. So lots of different options, guys. Again, it's a small risk for, you know, potentially a halfway decent reward for it. So, guys, with that being said, that's all I've got. Have a great rest of your day. We'll catch you in the next one.